Welcome to the Bible's Most Quoted Verses podcast. I'm your host, Gary Palmer, and today we're opening a passage you may think you know, but when we slow down, read it carefully, and place it back in its original context, something remarkable emerges.
All right, welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most famous, maybe the most famous, and definitely one of the most beloved verses in the entire Bible, Isaiah 41:10. You know the one. But we're going to peel back the layers and look at the incredible power that's hiding just beneath that comforting surface. And that really begs the question, right? Why do some verses just blow up? It's a great thing, of course, but sometimes that very familiarity can almost work against it. We see it so often that we kind of risk missing the absolutely radical promise that's packed inside. Yeah, you've seen this a million times, right? On a coffee mug, it's that go-to comfort verse, that quick little reminder of God's presence before you even get your day started. And look, that is a beautiful, wonderful thing. Or maybe you've seen it like this, as a declaration of encouragement framed on a wall. It's a source of strength when things just feel completely overwhelming. It's a powerful statement to hang in your home, and even more, in your heart. And of course, it's all over social media, shared to inspire and uplift. But here's the thing. While all of these uses are totally true and so encouraging, they are just the tip of the iceberg. There is a much, much deeper, way more specific, and honestly, a more powerful story happening inside this one verse. So let's really get into it. Okay, so as we dig in, we're always committed to solid biblical scholarship. We're drawing from sources like David Guzik, Dallas Theological Seminary, Pastor Gary Hamrick, the Bible Project, and the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association. Why? Because they're all about understanding the Bible as it was actually written and intended, through careful historical and literary study. And that's absolutely crucial if we want to get to the real power of the text. All right, so section 1, the promise in context. We're asking, who was Isaiah speaking to? Because to really get the power of this verse, we've got to go back, way back. See, this wasn't some general feel-good platitude written for a greeting card. No, this was a very specific promise spoken right into the middle of an intense, full-blown national crisis. So here it is, the whole verse. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Every single word there is intentional. Every phrase is just packed with meaning. Let's really set the stage and look at the world these words first landed in. So you have to picture this. Isaiah starts his ministry around 740 BC. And when God speaks this promise through him, he's speaking to the nation of Israel. But they're in exile. Think about what that means. They've been defeated, they've been displaced, and they are surrounded by powerful, really intimidating enemies. They feel completely and utterly abandoned by God. Their fear isn't just, an emotion they're dealing with. It is their reality. And it's right into that specific, desperate fear that God speaks. Okay, section 2, I am with you. Let's talk about the power of divine presence. That first part of the verse, man, it's the foundation for everything else. So let's just look at the first line, fear not, for I am with you. Notice the structure there. The command, fear not, isn't God saying, hey, just buck up, or come on, try a little harder. No way. That command is actually impossible to follow on our own. The whole thing hinges on the reason that comes right after it. For I am with you. The only reason not to fear is his presence. That's it. And then you get to that next word, dismayed. This is where it gets really interesting. The original Hebrew word here doesn't just mean, worried or sad. It paints this vivid picture of someone in a complete panic, desperately looking all around, scanning the horizon in every direction, searching for help, but finding absolutely nothing. It's that gut-wrenching feeling of being totally, terrifyingly alone. So, do you see what God is doing here? His promise, I am your God, is a direct antidote to that specific feeling. It's like he's saying, hey, stop frantically looking around for help. Stop spinning in circles. Look at me. The help you are so desperately searching for is right here. I am with you. Okay, section 3, the righteous right hand. We're going to talk about the strength of a divine grip. Because God doesn't just promise his presence. He promises his powerful action. Just look at these verbs. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you. This is not a God who's just sitting back and watching from a distance. This is a God who gets involved, who actively intervenes. He doesn't say, hey, be strong. He says, I will make you strong. He doesn't just wish you luck. He says, I will personally come and help you. And this comparison just says it all, doesn't it? Think about our grip on things. It's weak, right? We get tired. Our hands slip. We're uncertain. But God's grip on us? Well, that's a whole different story. His grip is strengthening, it's helping, it's absolutely steadfast. The key takeaway here is huge. It's not about how tightly we're holding onto him. It's about the fact that he is holding on to us. You know, the great preacher Charles Spurgeon put it so well. He pointed out that God's right hand isn't just powerful, it's righteous. What does that mean? It means it's perfectly just, perfectly holy, and completely dependable. His very character means he cannot fail. And if he's holding you, then ultimately, neither can you. Okay, section 4, from verse to victory. Let's talk about applying the promise today. This is the so what part. How do we take all this amazing context and theology and actually apply it to the real fears and anxieties we face, like right now? Because once you get the context, it changes everything. This verse is suddenly transformed. It's not just a passive platitude or a nice little comforting phrase anymore. It becomes an active, powerful, battle-tested promise from the sovereign God of the universe, who is personally present and powerfully fighting on your behalf. So this gives us a kind of path through fear. It's really 3 steps. First, you just acknowledge the fear. It's real. Don't pretend it's not. Israel's fear was definitely real. Second, you recall the presence. You intentionally pivot your mind from the fear to the fact, he is with me. And third, you trust the grip. You make an active choice to rely on his righteous right hand, not your own failing strength. And here's the most crucial part, the part that ties the whole Bible together. This incredible Old Testament promise finds its absolute ultimate fulfillment in Jesus Christ. The God who promised Isaiah, I am with you, is the very same God who became flesh and blood to be with us, Emmanuel. And that righteous right hand that holds us, it belongs to the one who conquered death and now sits at the right hand of the Father. See? It all points to Jesus. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question. Just let it sink in for a minute. What is that one fear you're facing right now? Just bring it to mind. Now, how does that fear change when you truly realize you aren't just holding on for dear life, but that you are being held in a grip that is infinitely powerful and perfectly righteous, a grip that will never, ever let you go?
Thanks for joining today's deep dive. If this helped you understand Scripture more clearly, subscribe and share this episode with someone who loves the Bible. See you next time as we unpack another one of the Bible's most quoted verses.